Alright, I think this is working. So we're going to try it for about an hour. Today we're going to be focusing on just fixing as many bugs as we can that have been reported to Vcom AI. Figure out which ones are just people not knowing what they're doing, and going from there. Let's go. Let's open up GitHub first. And then we'll start taking a look at that, and we're going to re-upload a new GitHub version by the end of this. So let's take a look here what we got. Let's see. So Vcom AI, we're going to be looking just at the issues here. And we have a script error. We'll just open them up and go right away to it. Let's see. Experience on-screen script error while testing 3.4.0 dev. I'll copy the error down below. So error in expression, predicted location, target knowledge, vehicle nearest enemy, air position, type array, expected object. Okay, so this, I believe, let's see here. Nearest friendly to enemy target knowledge. So whenever I don't know where any piece of code is, just go ahead and copy it. I think I have an idea of where it may be. But what we will do is just search the entirety of Vcom for this line. And it's in the FSM. Okay, so this is probably for the artillery. Oh, the combat brain state. Okay, let's go and take a look. This is in the finite state machine system. So we got in here, we open this up. So the way this works, this is the AI brain essentially. This dictates this half of it here is what they do outside of combat. So things like, well, checking what their gear is, their positioning, all that. And then this is the meat and potatoes over here of what they do actually in combat or so. So in this part right here is where we're getting that error. So I'm not going to edit the text in here. Usually I just will copy it. I'm going to paste it into here. Close that down, and then I'll set the language so it's a bit more readable. Hello, hey guys. Studley, Dudley. That's an awesome name. And Sergeant Camacho. Love it. All right. Let's see what we can find there. So we've got predicted location, error expression. So this type array, expected object. So we're getting an array and expecting an object for target knowledge. Right here is what I'm assuming is happening. Able to locate target weapon. There's a couple errors right in here. And that's okay. Mostly revolves around this. So it's trying to get the target knowledge of this vehicle here, but it's pulling an array. Then from the predicted location, vehicle. Interesting. So vehicle nearest enemy is, I see. This is pulling an array, so this is turning to an array. So we have, so what's happening here is we define the nearest enemy here as an empty array here. And for some reason, it doesn't get swapped out from array. But this is supposed to be, if it's not an array, that is a very interesting error. This bit of code here tells us if it's not a type of array, and nearest enemy is nil, then do this. But maybe there's something wrong with Vcom closest known enemy. So let's take a look at that. This must be a very specific error. This might happen when there's no enemies anywhere on the map. Are there any other games that have the level of editing and programming of ArmA but not as limiting? That's a good question, Matthew. The games that I know, kind of depends what you mean. I mean, ArmA 3, for what it does, probably has the most in-depth in terms of the scale. Like the base game itself lends itself to mods able to be almost anything that you want, because the base game is a pretty open sandbox. Not that the base game doesn't have a lot of things in it necessarily, but because there's a good sandbox to build off of, the mods I feel like are a lot more fun. Like, say, another game I play all the time is, say, Europa Universalist 4, which is like kind of a big grand strategy game. That one is really good for mods too, because much different game than ArmA, but it's such a big sandbox game. I find a lot of games in Unity or stuff are very easy to mod, but sometimes there's if you want to do a big change or really creative mod, you have to kind of change up the entire game. Kind of reminds me back in the day of Half-Life 1, all the crazy mods that came from that, just because of how open the engine was. Hell no. Your mod 2 keyword ago. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, so this is returning something weird. So this is probably returning an array. If nearest targets, okay. A1, this tries to sort it, so it's probably just returning an empty array here. And let's see. This error definitely is confusing to me because, there go the fireworks. If this really was an array, type array, then that code shouldn't be even allowing that to happen. They're using 3.4 version to vehicle nearest enemy. Type array expected object for target knowledge. Oh, you know what? It might be this one might be the issue as well. Okay. Nearest friendly to enemy, nearest enemy. And then this call closest. So let's take a look. Sometimes these bugs get so deep in there. The Super AI mod being made by Leopard 20. I don't know anything about that. I'll take a look at that in a second. I think Mountain Blade 2 also. So, oh yeah, I used to play with Mountain Blade 1 for, yeah, long bits of time. I didn't do much modding with it though. Okay. So if no 0, 0, 0. Okay, so I think I see what's going on here. There's a potential for this to return 0, 0, 0. So I'm going to assume that this little check here was going to fix it. So what this will do is if this returns essentially 0, 0, 0, then we're going to change this variable to just be the leader. That was a good bug find. So we're going to assume that, I'm pretty sure that's what is going on here. Yeah. Okay. Report again if this bug pops. We'll go ahead and close and comment that. I think we got that one done. Super ArmA 3, it's really cool. I'll take a look. Let's see. Super AI. I always told people, there's a couple people I was talking to, I really wanted them to make AI mods because I love doing AI stuff for ArmA. I have some bigger ideas that I want to do. But I always love to see what people can do because, I mean, you gotta understand Vcom is a really old mod. And I have other things that I want to move on to. And also the thing with Vcom is, yeah, I can make there's a mod version of it, but I try to make it just script compatible. So, all right. Looks like he's got some cool. Oh, this reminds me of Lamb's Danger. Yeah, that. I think I've seen a video of that AI doing that, using some of the AI motions. That's really cool. That is some pretty impressive stuff. I'm curious how he does that. I don't know if he's using animations, because there's only so much you can do with ArmA's engine without editing like the exe file itself. That is very impressive. This is September 16, 2019. I wonder what happened with this project. That is very impressive. Let me see, where is that? What happened to this mod then? There you are. He's still working on it. So there's one thing that, because I've seen some really good stuff. This is my only thing about with a mod like that. It looks awesome, by the way. I would love to play with that. Yeah, that's a very nice integration. I like that a lot. The only issue I've ever seen with things like that, and I've seen a couple of really cool AI mods, the only issue it gets to be is they are fantastic if you have a few groups of AI moving, and I've always challenged people, I want to see having 100, 150 AI going with those types of calculations in an ArmA engine, and I want to see how stable that is. Because often the issue I've found is the more complex you make it, the ArmA can only handle so much. Because the engine is frankly shit. So that is really cool. If you could do that for like your own player AI, or it's like controls, like have specific groups of AI do stuff like that. So how cool would that be to mix that with some other AI mod like Vcom or whatever AI mod where the groups closest to the players would play those types of scripts. So you can really limit it, but also kind of mix them together would be a really cool feature. All right, let's get the next bug. We're running out of time here, so I'll only be doing this for about 47 minutes or so to kind of have it more of a focused. NATO MLRS no ammo. I've tried putting. Okay. Make yourself a Zeus in a game, make a fire might spawn MLRS NATO tank, enable debug mode, observe a clearing. So an error cannot create a non-AI vehicle. Okay. I saw this one, and this one I think is actually the bug report is nice, but I think it's actually an AI trying to place a mine that they don't have. We will try to reproduce this right now. I'm looking forward to infusion. You know, I'm really just hoping that Bohemia. I've been very open about this to people, and I say this with as much respect as I can, but I don't really think. My belief is Bohemia is not really interested in being a game developer anymore. I really think they would rather be a publisher. And so I get really nervous with ArmA, what is one of my favorite series, obviously the amount of time I've wasted in this game, what they're going to do to it, or if they're going to really put the love it deserves into it. And so the engine will be great, and as long as they give a good sandbox base or something, then yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's get this. Let's try over here. Let's just make sure. Use the airbase here. I'm still not happy with, and that's really cool in that video. I did like how the AI were moving so fluid, because the biggest frustration is this was an issue that happened about 2 or 3 years ago by now. Bohemia did something to the do move command, and which helps you get AI, moving around more efficiently. Unfortunately, they did something to the AI where they really botched that, and it barely works well. It used to be if you tell an AI to move to a position via script, they would actually move. it's not that way anymore, unfortunately, which is really, really frustrating. Okay, let's get these guys over here real quick. Dude. Yeah. A lot of times do what I agree with that. As long as they get the time, if they can actually put the love into it and make it feel like a good ArmA game. Graphics wise, I don't really care about the graphics, honestly. I just want the gameplay to be there and the init for it to be optimized. If it can use more than one core at a time, I would be very, very excited about that. Okay, I'm going to delete these waypoints here. Okay. Here's a good example. These green arrows is where some of the AI is supposed to be moving to. And they are actually. They're going nice and slow. The problem is that, oh, this guy's reporting no ammo. Whatever, are they too close? No ammo. I know these things are very sensitive. No, they should be able to fire into that. No ammo. That's a really weird error. Okay, let's open up. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if it runs like PowerPoint, which ArmA is notorious for. Let me open up the RPT file here real quick. I'm not getting any errors on screen right now, but he's reporting that he doesn't have any ammo, which is very strange. I know these things do. Let's open this RPT up. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting. CBA. That's an interesting error. Destroy a point not linked to a target. Yeah, and air target acquisition is slow, even selected from the unit. Group can unload. Okay, no errors though, specifically right now. This is weird. Yeah, I'm thinking the part of the problem is these guys. Alright, hold on. I did this all wrong. These guys are just being really weird with each other. Hi guys, it's okay. Let's get this here. Squad here. Oh, here's an error. That's the error I just apparently fixed. Hold on. Oh. There's part of the problem right there. That was very silly. Okay, so attempting to call artillery. He's reporting no ammo. So I'm going to restart it because I'm getting that error on my screen anyway. Those fireworks are going. My poor dog is scared. Alright. Come here, bear. It's okay. I know. You see it right there. You see it right there. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Alright, let's take a look. I've been programming. Well, I've been doing programming for ArmA since ArmA 1, really. ArmA is the only series that I actually have ever really programmed this much for. So since ArmA 1, I think I actually got into ArmA 1 at the expansion, and then I really started by making missions and then went from there. So I think that was really it. I have never taken any classes on it. I have never done anything. A lot of my code is very, I think probably, what's the word I'm going to use, is probably not very good in terms of what you would do, you know, if you were a professional. I code as a hobby, and like Vcom and stuff started because I used to play with a big group of friends, and we were tired of the AI being so, you know, crap. And so that's when we kind of changed it up. But that's it. I think that's what I say. Anyone can really learn. Like the coding in ArmA isn't. I mean, it can be frustrating at times, but it's not the most difficult thing in the world. So we got some waypoint generation here. Good. And they haven't attempted to call any artillery. There we go. And no, we're getting a no ammo message. That is very interesting. So let's open up the. I'm going to actually open up the artillery function and see what is going on with that. It's not the mine error that I'm used to getting. Or that he was being reported about something else. Yeah, that's true. My stuff I staying up all night and reading other people's code and Googling it. Yes, Google really. I use Google all the time. I have a terrible memory, so oftentimes I will copy a lot of my old code or modify it, or yeah, I mean, pulling other people's things apart is really what I do, how I learned. But also, still to this day, like, I will open up someone else's code and I will look at it and go, "What the hell is this?" And I won't even be able to read it very well. Okay, so we're getting a no ammo. So he's saying no ammo here. Is that the only spot we have? So it says no ammo if this random ammo array is actually nil. So let's take a look at the debug messages. So we have, yeah, final ammo type here is empty. That is really strange. Get artillery ammo. So like right now, you're going to see me do this because I want to double check this command. So I know they work like mortars and a whole bunch of other artillery units, but the MLRSs don't seem to be working. Get artillery ammo. Yes, yeah. There's a lot of things that you have to learn for ArmA that are just unique to its engine, which make no sense. I mean, it's such an old engine. I mean, some things that just don't make sense that they couldn't improve upon already, but I think I'll show you guys that next. Let me. Okay, count V count. So I'm just kind of looking at the bottom left here. Count V count is 0. Okay, so this is part of the issue right here. So count V count is 0, so then it goes down to here. I mean, damage. Switch true. Okay. For each all enemy units. Is all enemy units pulling something really weird? Enemy group, enemy group. Later enemy group. So it's just exiting, so it's counting. So it's got no land vehicles, so V count only returns positive if there's actually a land vehicle in there. So we can just skip right down to here. And this is returning nil, or empty array. That is so strange. You can see I'm not talking much because I'm actually confused because this was just working with it. Let's see. Measure workaround sometimes. Yes, that's right. For example, I tried to make a pathfinding algorithm using the connecting roads command, yet for some reason the roads don't connect. Yes. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I tried to do the very same thing. Or there was a new command that got released, which was very helpful, and now there's, people found out a workaround around the issue now. But when it first came out, I didn't know about it. Where you can have the path calculator command, and what it does is draws a path for you, like on the map, where you can use that to, actually do pathfinding or use the engine pathfinding commands. But the problem was is that command would execute twice for some reason. It would return one result and then immediately return a second result that was not even what you needed. And so I don't think that's even been fixed. It's just a thing that exists now because ArmA. Okay. So real quick here. So we're looking at final ammo type is returning for each ammo array. So let's go ahead and test this right here. I'm not sure why this is returning these. Hello. Oh, I'm typing. Why is my Zeus not working? So we're going to go ahead and another workaround. Oh, there's another workaround. Yeah. I actually need to go back and fix that for dissension because I did a really weird workaround for dissension before someone showed me the, on the forums, the easy way. So I did like a really weird workaround. I shouldn't have to even have done. Okay, so this is pulling the rockets when I do this. So I'm getting really confused. So it pulls at least these rockets here. That's all I have, right? So it's just one thing. It's not nil for each unit. Unit equals X. If not, is nil for each ammo array. Type get text. Aha! There's the problem. That was very silly of me. And this I need to probably rewrite eventually. I'm kind of thinking about that super AI mod. That would be so cool. I couldn't like find any. I did a really quick search of it. I couldn't find any information on it besides he had a Patreon. Okay, so this should fix it. And the nice thing about ArmA, at least, I mean most modern. Oh wow, I didn't even see Blue 4 actually annihilated this squad up on the hill. See, now they're moving together in a group real nice. I don't know why they're moving so slow. Okay, let's reset this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to Vcom functions, and that's the artillery call. I'm going to recompile that. And we're going to redo this. ArmA being ArmA. He's trying to release it this summer. I left a comment and he responded and said he was looking still working on it. That's cool. I would love to see that. I always told people I would love like an AI mod to come out that just like replaces or does better than Vcom. Because sometimes there's other projects I would love to spend my time on. Like, I still want to make an AI that you can kind of plop down that's kind of like alive, but much easier to use for mission makers and things like that. It's just kind of a side versus side AI that takes control and explores the map in a smart way, and automatically splits off AI groups and reinforces points and things like that. That'd be really cool. Even just have it be a script so you don't need a mod for it. Alright, so let's see. So we got these two AI groups here. I'm going to go ahead and actually, let's reverse this. Get this soldier just to shoot in the air. That seems really loud. I forgot I'm running a mod here. So Blue 4 has got some waypoints. Might as well. Okay. We're still getting the new ammo. Attempt to call artillery, attempt to call artillery. Okay. So even though I put the rockets in here, if HE in here. Yeah, yep. Then we get to know ammo, so run final ammo type. Let me make this a bit easier to read. How about that as a start? I'm probably trying to rush it because every time I put a time limit on myself, I try to rush things. Final ammo type, pushback unique X. Okay. So let's go ahead and system chat this. So I'm gonna do this ammo. Oh! Oh no, that's them firing AT at them. That Blue Force getting destroyed. So marksman in the middle of the road, that's not great. This guy stops the fire out of cover. Again, not great. He's supposed to be moving up towards this direction, but they still, even though I disable a lot of their abilities, they still just charge. Anyway, that's not what I'm focusing on right now. The movement. Man, I spent days on the AI movement. It's just so infuriating. Okay. Let's try this one more time. This isn't going to fix it, but I need to see... Yes, Skynet. Yep, probably. That'd be cool. We won't need AI mods anymore because AI will be smart enough. One day. So what I'm hoping for here is to catch the bottom left this error here. Print generation. They haven't called in artillery yet. Come on, AI. Attempt to call AG. Oh! They're called AG, is what they're... What? You know, I don't... This really restricts it. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do something very... I think that'd actually be a better idea. I think this would be a much better idea. Did I recompile that function? Yep. Okay. Now you see we have a do fire command from this MLRS here. But we're not getting any fire. They turned on. Yep, so that means they got issued the do artillery fire command. Sometimes what can happen. They don't have enough accuracy to fire. That's interesting. So now we're getting the do fire command. Yeah, these guys do not want to fire at all. As long as they're greater than 100 meters. Oh, they're not too close to each other, are they? Nope. Otherwise that command wouldn't be executing at all. Start moving these guys back a little bit. Back. So I know they can reach, so if they are within this range, yeah. Or are they just in this really weird dead zone? They are in this really weird dead zone for it, aren't they? Nope, right there. So you can see they're trying to fire, but they just quite aren't making it. Let's go ahead and just get a single MLRS here. So auto rifleman's up on the hill trying to suppress. He's not even firing. He's stuck. Sometimes, like, look at him. Why is he moving? Oh, he actually fired. That's what it sounded like. Yep, there he goes. So it looks like it was like a distance thing almost, like they just quite... So this is the kind of issue right here. This guy's not moving. And now he is. So those rounds somehow knocked down this building right here. You can see now the blue force popping smoke as they move up. See, the blue force seems to be working together much better here. They're still really clumped up. Yeah, the movement is something that I need to get a handle on, because they guys still just don't move how I want them to. Alright. So that's not part of the issue. So there was a mine issue as well. Well, let me get rid of that system chat I put in here. There it is. Alright. So just trying to see if there's any difference here. Select random. This is just when you're supposed to fire. Okay. I think it was just like a distance thing. Like there's just a sweet spot there that they couldn't get. Alright, let's focus on the mine. So the error this guy was talking about, how much longer we got? Oh, 21 minutes. Was this April's mine range ammo scripted, so they couldn't create it. Cannot create non-AI vehicle. You use these with the create mine command, right? Let me see if I can just create this mine. Oh. Oh, don't tell me. This is our lovely thing with Bohemia's wiki always goes down. Always. Is it my internet? Nope. It's Bohemia's wiki. Always goes down. So, you know, I think that all their commands makes it another frustrating process because it just always goes down. I think there's a create mine. Yeah, there's a create mine command. I don't remember exactly how to use it. So let's go ahead and look at the create mine. So we'll look at the FSM again. So this is the AI brain that we have. We have mine plant here. Is a function I have is called mine plant. So let's take a look at that. I use I actually use create vehicle. So create mine type, the position, and I don't know what this maybe that's like a radius thing. Let's copy this and give this a test. So I'll put in my custom thing here. I'm assuming that's been quotes. Get pause. Player. Oh. Okay, this is probably a class name that's changed then. That's probably... Let's take a look. Oops, no. Get my config viewer. Yep, it still does it all the time. It will just go down. It's like the most unreliable website I've ever come across. So, the mine's giving us some issues. April's mine ranged ML scripted. So usually they had scripted mines that I use because you can choose when to set them off. I can't remember where those are located at. Let's tell. Yep, there it is. It's down. I'm so shocked. ArmA 3. Oh, that's their wiki. Gosh, what's the class name? I don't want to sit here and look for it. I might be underneath the config ammo. April's mine deploy here. Mine. April's mine dispenser. Mine ammo scripted. What's a class name for an ammo type, but not everything has it. I think there's a reason why I didn't use the create mine command. I can't remember what it was. So we're just going to try. That's really bad command here. You should not do it like that, but that's okay. Okay, so there's the April's mine. So I think what's happening here. Oops. Because in his report, April's mine range almost scripted. I don't know if this supports scripted version. Because what I'm doing here is I just added the plus underscore scripted underneath the mine as they try to place it. This script needs to be just rewritten because them placing mines is a very... That's weird that doesn't work. It's a very funny thing. So April's range ammo. April's mine range ammo. Okay. So let's do a workaround for right now. This whole thing, getting AI to place mines down reliably is, again, a big pain. So what we're going to do is see if the wiki is magically up. Oh, it is. Okay. All right. And we're going to look at the create mine command. And the reason why I use scripted is because I use scripts to blow them up. Add own mine. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that was. Huh. Didn't even know that was a command. All mines, create mine, detected mines, get all on mine active, mine detected by, remove, reveal mine. Okay. Neat. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a switch case here, and this is a little unfortunate because this makes it not necessarily supported by all mods right now. But I think because you can create a mine, but script-wise you can't set them off. So if I have the AI put down satchels, I won't have any way to set it off unless I do like this really weird action. It's just very inconsistent and very difficult and very inefficient. So we're going to just do this for now. And so we're going to have to add a switch case in that will change this to what it should be, because I never thought about the Apris mine in vanilla. It should be, oops, this. Type. What is this? I'm looking at this and I honestly, this code is so old. I have no clue why I did this. That's weird. Okay. Looking at your old code is just great. Why would you ever do this? Who wrote this code? I swear. This code's terrible. Alright. So there's another error that we need to take a look at as well. I should fix that error. So we're going to go ahead and resolved. Close and comment that. I was hoping to get through a lot more of these, but there's another error that's related to this. I think someone actually posted about it in the Discord. Oh, this one's been resolved too. Comment where someone was telling me if they put the mine chance down to 0, they still place mine. So Vcom mine chance. Oh, I see. This could technically still be 0, can't it? So even if it's 0, no, that should be fine. Let's see if the mine chance changes. So we go to configure since we're running CBA. We'll go to Vcom settings. And there's a mine chance thing in here somewhere. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Once in combat. So if I'm going to put this down to 0, I'm going to hit OK. Then if I system chat string, does this change? Changes to 0. So if Vcom mine chance is greater than Random 100. Or is player unit exit with? This would just exit the entire function. Mine plant. Okay, so let's test this. I wonder if someone just wasn't setting up their config right or something was breaking. Let's see. Demo, let's get it. I think a Viper demo specialist has. Oh! Let me get out of there. Okay, waypoint generation. So I have it set to 0% chance. Oh, that was a mine that I put down that he just ran over. That was cool. Okay, mine place. So the script got activated and he put down a motherfucking mine. What? You're not supposed to do that. That is so strange. Like, oh. Is this inverted? This is, okay. No one noticed that. Nobody noticed that. It's fine. I don't think you guys didn't notice that. It's fine. Should probably give them a chance to actually put mines down. Those Viper squads might actually tear. Oh, you know what would help if I actually recompiled the dang function. Did I? I don't know if I did. I think that fixed it. I'm not seeing any mines now. Well, that's good. Good to know. I just, so these Viper teams should actually be a lot better than the Out for Soldiers, but, you know, we'll see how this goes. So where are they going? Okay, see, now they're moving much better here. It totally depends on the environment sometimes. They're laying down. These arrays are all set. And they have suppressed weapons, which is going to make this awfully hard for Blue 4. Or not. Or not. Okay. Apparently we got Quick Shot McGee up here. Wow, they just got annihilated by that squad. Okay. That's right, so they didn't notice anything. Definitely can't believe I made that mistake. That's okay. How much time we got? We got 5 minutes. Alright. Check something. Alright, that issue's been resolved with the mines. Ace compatibility, problems with consciousness. Okay, so this is one. I think we just do a check to see if the AI is unconscious. And isn't there an is unconscious? Oh, whoops, wrong one. Is it? That's life state is what it is. Okay. So I think what we need to do switch it to that. And that should resolve that for ACE. Now ACE is something that I know they have certain variables and things that I should okay. ACE is something that I don't spend a lot of time with. Let's go and help with, yeah, I can do this. So with the error, please help me install, but I get the error script not found. Okay. I can answer this question quick. You don't need the user config folder. It's not required. CBA. Oh, you can use CBA to change settings. In game. Okay. No SWAT, dark side, sides. Vcom AI not showing. So someone posted this, but it's not showing up in the settings. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think it's initializing correctly. I see them all clearly here. And I posted here, it looks like you just didn't install the file correctly. So I am going to close this one because I am like 100% sure he just didn't install it correctly. I'm not sure what would be causing that issue. So we're going to close that right now. Oh, this is a really old one. There's my screen. Okay, those are all the recent errors. A lot of these errors I've already resolved because this is a open issue. Okay, so we were able to resolve all the issues, the recent ones. A lot of these ones are already resolved. I just never went in here and actually cleared them out. That's okay. So we just fixed a bunch of bugs. It was not the most exciting thing. I have a minute left. I'm going to watch a battle here. I'm going to test something. So let's really quickly set up some things here. So experimental improvements to the AI driving, we'll enable that. AI skill settings are site specific, we're going to enable that as well. I'm going to make the east just very good. West, knock them down a little bit, sure. And so let's go ahead and let's try it over here. I'm going to spawn in a rifle squad here. And then for these guys, what we're going to do is get a Spetsnaz team. Then we're going to get a fire team. I want to see how these guys go, but one thing I will give these guys here is, let's see, where is it? Actually, let's try this. Let's get them a sniper team. here. And here. Okay. There's his spotter. Oh no. It's actually a spotter here. Boom. Okay. Let's see how this goes. What we're gonna do is have before go first. I kind of want to see how the sniper does. Wow, he's moving. He should stay up there. So the sniper AI still needs some work. I think that's... This guy's launching RPGs at the squad. Wow. Wow. So one thing I don't like is the sniper. Well, this is actually might be an okay place. Gosh, what kind of gun is that? That is terrifying. Let's see how Blue 4 is responding here. Oh, a sniper just got a guy right there. So the Blue 4 is trying to get into this house down here. But I'm noticing, oh, that sniper is tearing them apart. They try to suppress and move. Make sure that some of them will suppress while some move. We can see there's a problem here with something that we will still just get up to shoot. Now these two are going to be looking to fire. This one's trying to move. Oh! Was that another RPG? What the hell? Jeez! I know this is not how probably it actually would go down. The spotter's actually spotting, so that's nice. But it looks like the sniper thinks he's playing Call of Duty. Oh, he's going in the house. Oh, he's gonna snipe from the window, maybe? Yeah, he's attempting to snipe with the window, but that's not gonna work out too well. I see, the interesting thing is this squad chose not to really move up at all. Where are their waypoints? Actually, I don't even see where their waypoints are. They have waypoints here. Are they to get up on the hill, maybe? Oh, oh, I see. So they wanted to get up on this hill. The sniper wanted to be the exact opposite of what you think would happen. Alright. I think that was good enough for today. These guys are getting up on the hill to kind of... I'm just kind of watching these guys. I think I'm going to keep working on this. The next thing I really want to do is, before I release this kind of movement here. This squad isn't too bad, how spaced out they are. I mean, the sniper teams aren't the best right now. This is a spotter, to be fair, sitting in the back, but I really don't like to change the AI. So I think we're going to end it there, guys. I appreciate everyone for chatting with me. Makes this a lot easier. Especially when I'm tired. And if you have any ideas or suggestions you'd like to see, I know someone a long time mentioned like having the AI actually use special animations and things to climb over buildings and walls, which would be a cool feature, but kind of like that super AI video that we saw earlier. I just wouldn't actually know where would be the best way to start with that. Something to think about. But alright, I think we'll go ahead and let these AI try to figure out what the hell they are doing. Next thing I'm gonna do though is work on their movement. This is just silly. It's just silly. Okay. Yeah, well thank you. Appreciate it. You guys take it easy.